¿Qué pasó, güey? It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl, hitting your ass up with another video. On today's episode, we're going to talk about Vasil Lomachenko and some of the possible big fights that can be made now that he is the WBO junior lightweight champion. And Vasil Lomachenko is coming off of a spectacular knockout against Roman Martinez in what my opinion is the performance of the year so far. And you can get my thoughts on that fight in my last video. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description to that. But now that he has one of the 130-pound belts, if Vasil Lomachenko wants to be a star in the sport, there's definitely a lot of fights for him in this division that'll help him get to that path. The first name that was brought up as a possible opponent for Lomachenko after he defeated Martinez was Orlando Salido, who was actually in attendance for that fight. I feel like Orlando Salido and Vasil Lomachenko have unfinished business. Salido defeated Lomachenko in the first fight that they had, but that was Lomachenko's second fight of his professional career, and he learned a lot from that loss. I felt that he's learned how to adjust to the professional level, and he's improved a lot since he fought Salido. So it would be very interesting to see how he would fare in a rematch with him. And it's a hell of a build-up as well. Salido's coming off of what is pretty much considered the fight of the year so far, and Lomachenko, of course, pretty much has the performance of the year right now. The only thing that's holding Orlando Salido back from being Lomachenko's next opponent is that I feel like Orlando Salido should probably take the rest of 2016 off. He had a brutal fight with Francisco Vargas. That was a slugfest where they were going back and forth, and those type of fights take a lot out of you. I feel like both him and Francisco Vargas need to rest as if they got knocked out in that fight, because they need to think about their careers after boxing. You don't want to just jump right back into the ring, have another tough fight against Lomachenko, where you could possibly suffer a permanent injury that could have been avoided had you rested properly. And Francisco Vargas, who's the WBC champion, that's also a huge fight for Lomachenko as well. But like I said, probably going to wait a couple months for both fighters to rest before that happens. And another fight for Lomachenko that's been brewing for a while now is a fight with Nicholas Walters. They had actually been in negotiations to make this fight happen. Unfortunately, Nicholas Walters found a way to duck Lomachenko. I really hope that this fight goes down, because it's got the potential to be a huge bout. And while he did duck Lomachenko, you can't count Walters out if this fight goes down, because he's still an undefeated fighter. He's got a very exciting style, an intelligent boxer, and he's got KO power. In his last fight, which was also his debut at 130 pounds, the fight ended in a draw, but Walters was clearly robbed. He won that fight. But while he was the clear victor, his power also didn't look quite as explosive as it once did at 126. So I want to see if he can carry that power into the 130-pound division against a fighter like Lomachenko. And like I said, Orlando Salido and Francisco Vargas are most likely going to be gone for the rest of 2016. So in the meantime, if I was a matchmaker, I would hook up a tournament at 130 pounds and see who's the best junior lightweight. And once Francisco Vargas and Orlando Salido are healed up, go ahead and throw their ass in the mix too. For Lomachenko, I'd match him up against Jose Pedraza, the IBF champ. That'd be a good unification fight to watch. And for Nicholas Walters, I put him up against Yeserel Corrales, who's the WBA champ. That's another good matchup, and that'd be a chance for Nicholas Walters to show what he has at 130 pounds. And if these fights were to go down, I would favor Lomachenko over Pedraza in that fight. And I'd favor Nicholas Walters over Corrales. And once Salido and Vargas come back, you can go ahead and match them up with the winners. You could throw Salido in there versus Lomachenko, and that'd be a hell of a fucking fight to watch. Because it wouldn't just be for the WBO and IBF belts, but we would also get to see if Lomachenko can get revenge against Salido, who gave him his only loss. Then you got Walters against Francisco Vargas. God damn, that's another action-packed fight. That shit were to go down, it'd probably be another candidate for fight of the year. And it'd be crazy to see who makes it to the finals in those fights. I mean, you got the potential to see Lomachenko versus Walters, and it would be to determine who's the undisputed champion at 130. Or what if Vargas and Salido made it out of those fights? Their first fight is pretty much fight of the year right now, and their rematch would be for the undisputed championship. That's a fucking must-watch right there. But if the tournament doesn't go down, shit, I would like to see Lomachenko against any of the fighters that I just mentioned. And he has a good chance to beat any of them, because Lomachenko's no joke, man. Dude's got skills. But let me know your thoughts. Who do you want to see Lomachenko fight next? Would you like to see a tournament at 130 pounds like I just mentioned? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, if you like this shit, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl. Signing the fuck on out.